Hey,
oh, we are
everybody.
live. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the MLO Bros. Live from Youngstown Studio.
We're back. We are in the back room today. The MLO Bros casting couches. Back here, there's Joe. We have Kelly Pavlik and Robert Lucarelli coming on. Lucarell. I don't honestly. I don't know his name.
Rallying for Robert.
We've said it a bunch of different times. We should know.
We'll be here at like 9:45.
So, yeah, they're coming in at 9:45, and that's why we're back here. But until then, we have some things to talk about.
Major drama.
Before we get started,
Yep, tell them.
You can't call in today, but the phone number's down there for future reference. We're
For Friday.
for Friday. This is Youngstown's Talk Show. As he said, we're live downtown Youngstown. If you can, go down below, give us a like, give us a follow. Also, follow Youngstown Studio and the MLO Bros.
Do us a favor. Everybody share this right now. This one's going to want to get out into the public.
Yeah,
I want this podcast to get out.
Because it's about stupid political parties and the power that they think they have or still have.
So let's talk about the drama.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's tell the story, Luke. What happened?
Okay, so this starts at the whole thing with the library in Poland.
Of course it does.
Okay.
Entitled Poland people.
Entitled Poland people is
go.
always the theme to this.
Okay. I've been doing a lot of yard work lately, so I've been totally disconnected from this whole drama. I didn't even realize anything happened until I got a call yesterday.
I do yard work and then get on my phone. Get on my phone.
Makes sense.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So after we had the library guy on, Zach,
yes,
I have come to the conclusion I 100% support the library and the move.
got it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stupid building by a stupid creek that was built in a stupid spot.
That was updated stupidly on the water,
right?
Incorrectly,
Right.
Yeah.
That is my take. Financially speaking, I feel that is the best for all of Mahoning County,
right?
Not just the entitled people in Poland who want a really big library.
Of course.
Okay. That's my take.
Yes.
I argue with people on Facebook all the time. You tell me not to. I can't help it. I enjoy it.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going back and forth with people. There is a lady by the name of Maria Kugris Pappas.
Palpatine.
Palpatine.
Papa Panda Bear.
She is the vice chair of the Mahoning County Democratic Party, making her a politician. Clear that right now. Okay.
Yes.
Can I tell you about a connection, by the way?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
She was my second grade teacher, by the way.
Yeah, she's I didn't want to get. I'm not going to get in. I don't want to get into her personal stuff. That's fine.
But it's just the fact that it is a higher up representative of
vice chair
of the Democratic Party of Mahoning County.
Remember that.
Okay.
Because that is important.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
She's been going on and on our page, your page, about every time we post.
But it started from a Democratic politician.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Commenting
John
Pacieri, who is
running for the 54th or 58th.
Yeah, God, I hate politics.
Whatever.
And politicians.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Did you guys know John before this?
Not at all.
I think I played
have no idea who
with
he
him
is.
one time in Poland. Other than that, I don't. Everybody seems to love him.
He's a firefighter and a hero or something.
Great dude.
Yeah.
Is he military? That's it.
When this is all over, I'd like to invite him on.
He actually messaged me and said this morning and said, "Hey, I'd love to come talk to you and your brother sometime." Like, yeah, come on in, dude.
Yeah, so we'll have him on because again, I can tell he's a good guy. He's originally from Poland. I think he moved.
But the issue is, and all politicians do this in one way, shape, or form. You're hopping on a bandwagon in order to try and better yourself in politics so that people say, yeah, that guy stood up for us.
Right.
We're going to vote for him.
And if you remember, there's a clip. I snapped because he got into the thing.
Yeah.
Said, I do the blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, you're running for the 58th, whatever. You should be thinking financially on all of us, all the people, not just
200 people in Poland
or 3,000 people signed a signature. Right. It, like, again, it's such a small. That was
3,000 compared to 250,000 in Mahoning County.
I was home. I was grumpy. I totally snapped, and I probably shouldn't have, but that's just me. I always snap. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
she then
working on it. He's working on it.
Maria, it's I'm working on it.
He's not working on it.
He's not working.
So then the vice chair starts defending Pacieri.
Of course. got to defend your team, right?
Exactly.
Gotta
And that's
defend
the
your
way
team.
I took that.
Screw everybody else.
Right.
Screw America. The Dems need to
Right.
be the most powerful.
Right. So she starts defending him.
We're the best.
Right. Coming after me. You didn't listen to what he said. There's a post. You lost followers because of what you did. Blah, 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 blah. Just running her freaking mouth. Right. Running her mouth on our page, on your page, on every page.
While also claiming it's a public forum, so we're not allowed to affect her speech, which no, it's not.
Right.
It's not a public forum.
No.
It's number one, if you're talking about the MLO Bros, that's a private Facebook page. If you're talking about
Youngstown
everything
student, yep.
Poland, yes, we make it a forum, but it's a private group.
Right.
If you're a freaking loser, we're allowed to kick you out because we're in charge of the group.
Yeah.
There are plenty of other groups you can go to. It's not like a monopoly or some
Right.
BS, whatever excuse you want to make. No, it's a private group. If we don't like you, we can kick you
Yeah,
out if we want to.
I have not been kicked unless you're a fake profile.
Yeah.
And let everybody say in the
Right,
group.
right.
Fake profiles on our page and in our group.
Or if you're a realtor, sorry.
or if you're a realtor. That's a whole other different story.
Or City of Struthers employee.
I let them all back in after I kicked them all out. Anyways. So I'm just getting so tired of her running her freaking yapper.
Yeah.
I know she's a freaking chair and
Right.
it's just so annoying. So I unload on her.
What'd you say?
I went on there back
Yeah.
and forth again. You can see the back and forth.
Yeah, yeah. But she deleted all these comments, right?
I found them.
Okay, where were they?
It was on a different page. We're good.
What page
Again,
is it on?
I think it's Youngstown Studio.
Oh, so it's on Youngstown Studios
Yes,
page. Okay,
yes.
okay,
I
that
like to
makes
go
sense.
over there and mess
Which
with
is
the trolls.
also not a public forum. It's a private
Right.
page. Yes.
I go back. I said, basically, I kind of ran it a little bit. And then I said, listen, Maria, I'm going to give you, speaking to her as the chair
Yeah.
of the dynamic or coach or whatever she is,
Yeah.
a chance
Vice president.
to back the F down,
Yeah.
shut your mouth and move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Or I'm going to unload. I'm going to go. I said, I'm going to go after
Yeah.
you and John Bacheri.
Yeah.
That's not a threat. Everybody knows when I say
It kind of is, but it's like you could threaten Joe. You better shut up, or I'm going to come over there and tickle you.
right.
Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're not going to do do We're going to
Well,
make parody
here's-
AI
there
videos
you go.
about everyone in your
That's
political
what it
party.
is. I didn't threaten physical. I didn't threaten I threatened using my freedom of speech
Yeah, to make parody videos.
to make parody videos, and she knew it because when she commented to you,
Right.
and we're going to get into what she said. She knew what I was going to do,
Yeah.
and she acknowledged that and said he did it anyways, which is me making AI videos.
So she knew what you were going to do,
She
which is
knew
make
exactly
AI
what I
videos.
was gonna
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
That's what we do, right?
Right.
Everybody knows that's what we do.
Right.
We make memes. We pick.
Which that's not illegal at all. It's
No.
It's watch Saturday Night
It's
Live.
a
They make fun of Republicans
It's
all
a
the time.
Freedom of speech, right?
Yeah.
So I wake up, I make a video
Yeah.
of John Bacheri saying, "My God, Maria, shut up,
Yes.
or else
Yeah.
you're gonna really piss them off."
Right.
This freaking lady goes in and chat GPTs some sort of lawyer response, and you know how you know she chat
She used
GPT'd
the
it?
quotes.
She left the parentheses, like
Yeah.
the little quotation marks
Yeah.
from ChatGPT, demanding we cease and desist.
You can't. That's not how that works.
No, that's not how that works,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Like, isn't a cease and desist used for like company to company?
No, it's people too. I can
Yeah.
you can just cease and desist everybody.
Yeah.
Right,
Because
but it's just a
it's
letter
not like
from a
it's
lawyer.
not like I am publicly humiliating someone who's even if you wanted to make an argument
Right.
that we are by making these videos we're publicly humiliating somebody. The beauty of the situation is you're in politics.
Yes.
So that is the most protected speech
yes.
in
you get it.
in founding principles of our country.
Right.
Freedom of the press and freedom
Samuel
of freedom
Richards says another fake thing. Samuel Richards says maybe just stop fighting with people. It's public humiliation. Sam,
No, it's not.
it's not. She's
No.
an elected official. She's a politician.
So-
if I was doing it at you, yes. If I was doing it at Joe,
And I don't even
yes.
think it would. I don't even think it is. If you
Not
do
a
something,
public figure. If you participate publicly,
Yeah.
yeah,
cannot be shielded from scrutiny.
Yes.
If you're a participant.
Right.
So I threaten nothing illegal. Right
No,
now, if I
no.
would have said, I'm going to drive to your house and beat the shit out of you, that would be a threat, right?
Yeah. And
I am threatening my political thing. We talked to our lawyer about it.
It's not public humiliation because it's satire, number one. It's fake AI videos, number two, and it's about politicians. The vice chair, is she elected by people or
she's
the
elected by the party?
So it's protected speech.
100%. She's a politician.
Freedom of speech.
It doesn't matter.
Freedom of speech does not protect you from saying something stupid about your neighbor.
Right.
It protects you from saying whatever you want in critiquing and making fun of the government, because our founding fathers came from Great Britain that had kings that would freaking kill you if you talked bad about them. The founding principle of the United States of America protects me from calling all of the Democratic Party leaders a bunch of buttholes and calling all of the Republican leaders a bunch of buttholes, because politicians suck ass.
Right. Brian just said, you know what a good example of a threat is, like a legitimate threat? Is when Carol Righetti of the Democratic Party at a meeting said she's going to drive to Columbus and kill all those guys. That's a threat.
I could just drive down there and kill them. And what did you guys? And what did the Dems do? What did the Dems do? She didn't even need it. She didn't need it. She went into a figure of speech.
Yeah, Maria, where were you with that when you're freaking one of your people said that?
It's just a figure of speech. It's nothing.
Right, Maria? Where were you with that? Chris Anderson, where were you with that?
Which is correct, right? We understand it's a figure of speech, because we're not going to take all of one side, and I will always be on the side of freedom of speech.
Yeah, exactly.
That's we get it.
Madness.
You know?
So,
as someone who says stupid shit all the time, it has to be protected.
So, anyways, to continue. Of course, she gives us a cease and desist.
She sends and then we make AI videos.
And of course, what do? I absolutely go freaking bonkers.
You have to,
because you're going to tell me, as a politician, as a public figure, to stop doing something that I am legally allowed to do.
Yeah.
F you. I will. Do it 1,000 times more just to prove a point. Because you can't control us.
We were those kids in school that the teacher's like, hey, whatever you do, don't hit that button. We're immediately like.
Exactly. I still do it. I get tempted to hit the freaking fire alarm when I walk by.
Hey, don't do that because I said so. No.
Right. Okay. So I unload. I make all kinds of videos. Did you see the video of Chris Anderson running through the wall,
which is awesome?
That's my favorite thing to do to people, is make them run through walls.
I showed my kid that this morning. I said, this is beauty.
The physics is so funny. Yeah. And the physics is funny, and how you can get Chris Anderson. He's a big boy. You get him going that fast.
He was moving.
He was clipping.
He was.
You know,
I'm gonna say somebody was kind of mean to Chris.
Yeah.
Called him fat.
Right.
I immediately defended Chris.
Yeah. He's trying,
dude.
Yeah, he's working out.
I see working out.
He runs a lot.
Here's a different. I
see him. I'm like, dude, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
I say to Chris every time.
Chris Anderson isn't fragile, where if you say something about him, he'll just fight you with words on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Maria is like, I want to shut you up. And they're so fragile and such a snowflake. They want to shut you down with other means.
So then what happens next?
So then she sends a message to, not us, to Joe.
And this is where Joe calls me and I get upset.
Can I read those?
Can I read
her messages to you? Hold on. Let me read them.
This is where I get upset, because gosh darn it, you can come for us and make fun of us and say you're going to call whoever. But now what you're trying to do is you're trying to go over our heads, which doesn't exist, and go to Joe and say, you got to yank their chain back, Joe, because this is a bad influence on your studio and this looks bad on you. And you're trying to think that you have some kind of power by going to our manager, which Joe isn't our manager. He's our partner. And he also weighed the risk before having us in this studio. He understands the blowback. And God forbid you were to convince Joe of doing this, right? And you get rid of us. And Joe kicks us to the curb and says, I'm done with you guys. You said you were going to make parody AI videos, and I'm not with that. And that's wrong to go after the Democrats like that.
Now, what
would we do? We would just go we would go home and make a studio at home. What are you really
going
to
tell you
do?
this. So Maria contacted me. Like I said, she's my second grade teacher. She and I don't align on any kind of politics at all. Never really had. She's good at confronting me when she disagrees with me, but she pierced the veil of personally messaging me when she tried to leverage me and make threats to say, get rid of these guys or else.
Which is freaking poetic because she's saying that we're threatening her. And what is she doing? Going to Joe threatening to try and harm you and us.
Yeah, here we go.
Like, what are you doing, lady?
So this is from Maria Cougars Pappas, vice chair of the Democratic Party. This is a representative of your Democratic Party.
If you're a Dem in Youngstown, these are your leaders. This is your leadership. This is your leadership.
Leader.
Yep.
Just so you know, your buddies went too far. They threatened me to stop defending John Pacheri, or they said they'd go after him. Then they followed through with their threat. So right there, when she says that, she
knows through a threat.
It was the AI videos. It was us speaking out.
Making an AI video. We're not talking about anything about making AI videos.
There's her acknowledgement that she knows what we were talking about. Okay.
Fake parody AI videos. This is what your leaders are doing in their free time.
Then they followed. I asked them to cease and desist. They continued saying I threatened them with a lawsuit. I never said that. I said harassment.
Great.
That's a criminal charge, not a lawsuit.
Making parody videos about politicians is not harassment, by the way. It's protected under freedom of speech. Keep going.
Oh, God. It's terrifying that this woman is in charge of a party in our area.
Yeah, she's your leaders, guys.
Great job, guys.
Yeah.
Great job,
And I'm a stupid idiot. We're stupid idiots who have a stupid podcast in Youngstown, and we're the ones who have to tell you this is what's happening. Why? Okay, keep going.
What makes it worse is this freaking chick. We're stupid podcasters. We admit it. We're dumb. We're idiots. She takes the time out of her day to message you.
Yeah.
To threaten us.
Because she thinks she has power.
To shut us up.
Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
Yes, they have protection as I am a public official, but since Luke threatened retaliation against my friend to silence my own speech, that detail could matter legally because it moves beyond ordinary political criticism to possible coercive conduct.
What is coercion, Joe? Can you please tell me? We talked about this yesterday. We had to have a deep dive into what exactly coercion is. Let's do that.
I wrote it down.
Okay, Joe, let's see if you know. Yeah. Let's test Joe.
Okay,
Joe.
Coercion is controlling the actions of another individual through threats of some kind of punishment or penalty.
Coercion.
So you do this,
or I'll do this,
or I'll do this.
Yes.
So is that considered coercion? What Luke did?
Legally or just definitionally?
Like definitionally, yes. Right.
Definitionally, yes. It's coercion.
Legally, no, because I didn't threaten her with some sort of physical violence.
It has to be physical violence.
Yes,
it has to be an illegal activity. So, like, if I'm giving you
it has to be an illegal activity.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't
vote for this, or I'll do this.
Back to the whole thing. Like, Joe, you got to do this, or I'm going to come over there and tickle you.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
or kiss me on the forehead against my will.
Well, that's.
But there's even more. There's even more of a definition.
But I'll do
There's even more.
I'll take the risk.
So here you go. Cease and desist. Coercion is the practice of compelling someone to act involuntarily by using force, threats, intimidation, or other physical. But here's where it goes.
Yeah, like parents threatening to call Santa. Like that's not illegal.
Fundamentally, yes. Is that illegal?
No, that's a threat. No,
that's coercion?
It's coercion, but not legally
coercing children
punishable.
into you stop doing that, or I'm calling Santa.
Okay, here you go. It fundamentally undermines a person's free will. This is the big part. Leaving them with no viable or acceptable choice other than to comply with the coercer's demands.
Yeah.
So that's like, Joe, you're going to do this, or else I'm going to freaking shut down Youngstown Studio.
Let me give you an example.
Give me an example.
How are you going to shut down Youngstown?
I'm going to use Cameron. Okay. Cameron, clean your room, or Santa's not going to give you any presents.
Right. I'm coercing.
People do this all the time.
Okay.
Yep. Hey, thanks, Dems, for teaching me about coercion this week.
Oh yeah.
Cameron, go steal that sweatshirt out of that store or Santa's not going to come.
Right.
One of those is illegal, and one of them
But
is
that's
not.
interesting because that's saying you have to do something illegal or else.
Or how about this?
So it's the opposite.
Cameron, go steal that sweater, or I'm not going to feed you.
Yeah.
Coercion.
That would be illegal
Coercion.
Because I have to feed
Yeah.
my child.
It's not just definitionally meaning
Right.
making you do something. It's
Yeah.
the threat of something.
Politicians do this with money, Val.
They do this
It's
with
like
every
you
politicians
have
do
to
this
do
all the
this
time.
or I'm taking away your
Well, they
funding.
find creative ways
Yeah.
to
Oh.
keep you leveraged, blackmailed, and coerced
Yeah.
by doing things that are shady or outright illegal.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing.
Corruption.
And here's the other thing. It's like we're allowed to do
Right.
we're allowed. Political parties do this all the time.
Right.
PACs do this all the time. Like think about PACs. They'll say, "Hey, you're going to support this, or else we're pulling our money."
But what
Coercion.
makes
right.
me so I got upset last night because it's like this lady is trying to go to Joe and get Joe to take us off the air or whatever.
Can I finish?
Yank the chain.
Let me
whatever.
finish, so then that way
Can
before
I,
you
can
go.
I let everybody know?
Yeah.
No matter what you threaten or say to me, these guys are here safely forever. Okay? So, what? Did that warm your heart? Was that the
I feel
Grinch
so good
heart?
right now.
No matter what.
I'm pretty sure I see. Joe says that makes me want to.
Isaac pulls out his
Makes
wiener
me
right now.
makes me want to makes me want to get naked on camera and see if Joe will pick me out.
No matter what.
There's
So-
the button, Joe. I really want to press it.
There's the button.
I really want to whip it out right now, Joe. But I won't.
don't ruin this moment
I
for
won't.
me
But he does love
by
me.
making this worse.
He does love me.
All of a sudden, we both drop our pants. As soon as he says it. As soon as he says it.
All right, go on.
All right.
Finish the.
Tito could be legal. Okay. This is where she tries to coerce Joe. Please call them off and don't permit this behavior on your show. She sounds like your teacher.
Yeah.
She sounds like your second grade teacher.
Yeah, and she's trying to insinuate that if you keep this behavior going on your show, it's gonna cause backdraft to you. You know,
Yeah.
with having these idiots on your show.
And then she says that Joe responded and she says, I took screenshots. It was the Poland library issue. I defended John Pacheri because he was very polite. He only suggested a ballot initiative, a fair compromise.
Right.
This goes back to her being pissed about the library. I'm
Right.
telling you.
Right? No, it totally is. That's all it. She's making it personal.
My attorney referred me to file a complaint with the Ohio General. He crossed some legal lines. Coercion and threats are protected behaviors. Yes, they are. If it's not illegal. So whatever Chat GPT or Google lawyer you talk to is wrong, because we talk to our lawyer, who's better than your lawyer and who will do anything to defend us for free.
Yeah.
Not to say any names.
We
We you
got-
probably guess who he is.
We got legal representation now. That's how big we are.
And he's going to do it for free because you are so out of control with your accusations
Pro
and your threats.
bono.
He wears no socks.
He doesn't wear socks.
So please bring it on. They are still posting. Oh no, here she goes. They are still posting. So I may have to involve the police and the AG, Attorney General. But I never threatened a lawsuit. This is instead criminal behavior.
You're threatening to go to the Attorney General. Here's the deal, lady. All of the Democrats, just people watching. There's lessons to be learned here. Okay, there's two lessons. Number one, we've never claimed to be any type of like fancy politician, leader within the community, any of that like higher up fancy important stuff. Okay, we are village clowns.
Yeah.
We're marketing guys
Yep.
that like to promote our business, our businesses, and we do it by talking about things happening in the community and crazy stuff. We're in no way, shape, or form are leaders or like running for anything or any of that kind of stuff. So you're trying to take something very serious, right? You're trying to say you're going to go to the Attorney General. You're going to lawyer up. And you're going to go to a lawyer. You're going to be like, hey, I need you to complain to the Attorney General about the MLO Bros. Okay, Maria Papapagas or whatever your name is. What did they do to you? They're making parody AI
They
videos.
threatened me to silence and then made AI videos
And
about
they're
me.
making AI videos about me. And the lawyer's gonna be like, is that illegal? Like, what do you so you want, let me get this straight. You want me to go to the Attorney General about two village idiots that are making AI parody videos about you? Yes. Do you understand how stupid that sounds?
He threatened me with them, though. He threatened me. He coerced me.
He was going to make parody AI videos about
coerced me.
You and your politician friends.
Right.
Okay. It's like it's like taking a square piece and trying to force it into a circle piece. You're taking the MLO Bros, which are a bunch of idiot, stupid people, and you're trying to make it very serious. And this is just going to make you look stupid.
Which it is right now, because all you needed to do was ignore us. But what happens with politicians, Isaac?
Yeah.
Politicians, Joe, are the most arrogant, egotistical people. Most of them. Let me say this. Most of them. Arrogant, egotistical. They can't lose. And this is where you're at. You told us to shut up. We got 120 people. This thing will be viewed by probably 10,000 people by the end of the day because you, as a politician, couldn't shut your freaking mouth.
Next lesson to the people. This one's to the people. This is for all the Dems who look at this lady as leadership, right? This has been a tactic obviously used by these garbage political parties in the past to attack voters, to attack political rivals, to attack everyday people. What do? Somebody stands up and says something. They use their political power to call a boss or a friend or a partner or something and say, you better shut this shit down or else I'm going to make your life miserable.
You said something. You've had that happen to you before.
Oh, right. I got involved in business and politics in the 90s. And there were some brutal tactics that Democrats use at the time to control people and get their way.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's talk like, all right, so we got a new attorney general in Ohio.
Right.
A Republican for sure, right? Now look at the stuff that comes across his desk.
Right.
Human trafficking, fentanyl, AI videos,
AI parody videos.
What do you think is going to be like? Oh shit! Right. We got to go hard.
Yeah. But here's the lesson to the people. This has obviously been their go-to of these garbage political parties in the past to attack people that don't do what they want them to do. But it doesn't work with us. And this is the beauty of social media. Yes, social media is full of scum of the earth, fake profiles that don't put their face out there and they just hide. And there's some terrible people on social media that say terrible things. But communication is the benefit of stupid social media. We're able to get on here and talk about this stupid stuff that's happening, and you're able to see that this is happening by your leaders in politics, by these garbage political parties, and it doesn't work anymore. And they're freaking out. They are watching this and freaking out because their stupid tactics don't do anything but make them look stupid now.
Because they had control of the narrative before,
and now they can't.
The politicians.
The veil has been lifted.
100%.
And you got to remember, Maria has been active in the Democratic Party since the 80s. This is what she probably did, and this is what
I'm sure all did. I'm sure all of them do this,
right?
You guys have never been coerced or leveraged in your
They try all the time.
Career?
They've called our corporate bank. So what did we do? We started our own brokerage. We're in charge.
Yeah, they've tried.
Yeah.
I mean, they've tried. We've had people reach out to our wife. Like they've tried.
Oh yeah, they've reached out to they've reached out to the school to try and say, and then like our poor wives have to say, these two idiots, we think they're idiots too. So like we think their actions are not representative of what we are doing. Like how is that fair?
Maggie will literally say,
how is that fair to
I
our
married
wives?
him due to the very shallow dating pool in Youngstown, Ohio. That's what you said.
Yeah, how's that fair to our
poor
poor
A
wives?
great dad, and she had no one else to marry.
Right. Yeah, and like that doesn't mean we're not great husbands and you know great fathers.
Yeah.
Like
That's it.
Just stupid. So this is your
I
leadership.
want to be you guys when I
Okay.
grow up.
And this is why the best part too, and the most interesting fact about history is that freaking George Washington, our first president of the United States of America,
I think
He-
everybody probably knew that.
he warned
He's on a
about
roll.
this.
Fuck it, he's on a roll.
I'm on a roll. Let me go.
Let him go. Let him go.
Let him
He
go.
warned about this. He said that political parties will become engines of gross people that will try to consume everything. And he also warned against outside countries and outside people influencing leadership here. That sounds like Israel.
That sounds like it's-
Israel? Does that sound like Israel? I don't know.
That's
That's another topic for another day. But political parties and outside influence, that's what he warned against, and it's relatable even today. And I'm just a stupid idiot who doesn't know anything about anything. So,
all right.
Should I get ready for our guests, by the way?
Yeah, we're good.
Kelly Pavlik's coming on soon. He's going to sit right here.
I got one more thing to read. So I have an official statement.
Jimmy Deuce says he'd marry you, Luke.
Thanks, Jimmy. People are saying, isn't Uncle Dave a big wig with the Dems? He is. However,
He was. So he was in charge of the Dems.
Yes. Here's the thing. We actually talked. We had a three-way call last night.
Yeah.
Me and Joe. We all said, are we going to let like Uncle Dave represent us? And then I'm like, if that fucker can represent Nikki Frenchco, who's a
represent
hardcore
us.
Republican, he can represent us.
Right.
And I was like, he's the perfect lawyer. So, yeah. All right.
That's my boy.
Official statement. Isaac, you ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna
This
read
is the official
This is the
statement
official statement.
for the press. We're going to send this to 21 after.
Yeah, I'm going to send this out to channel 21, 27, and 33.
Yeah.
They can read it.
I'm sure they'll run with it.
This statement is in response to the threats made toward the MLO Bros by Maria Kugras Pappas, vice chair of the Mahoning County Democratic Party, and serves as a broader message to any politician, elected official, political organization, or public figure.
I'll be your hype guy.
Thanks. Who believes threatening citizens who speak out against you as an acceptable response to political criticism.
It ain't acceptable.
Let us be perfectly clear. Political speech is the most protected
Crystal.
speech
Crystal
in the
clear.
United States of America.
Protected.
The First Amendment exists specifically to protect the rights of Americans to criticize politicians, political parties,
We don't like those guys.
government officials, public policy, and candidates for office without fear of intimidation.
No fear.
When political figures like Maria attempt to silence critics by threatening police reports, legal complaints, harassment accusations, or by contacting studios, employers, sponsors, or business associates in an effort to stop protected political commentary and satire,
That's super lame, nerd.
which, by the way, includes political memes and satire AI videos like we do, it raises serious concerns about intimidation, retaliation, and attempts to silence freedom of speech. If you're willing to do it to us, you would be more than willing to do it to the public, and that is a serious concern.
That's the First Amendment.
We never threaten physical violence, harm, or unlawful actions against anyone. This
Never.
discussion involved political commentary, satire, memes, parody content, and public criticism involving political candidates and public figures. Actively, that is widely protected under the First Amendment.
We're lovers, not fighters.
That's it. Telling a political figure that continued public attacks or engagement towards us would result in increased political criticism, satire, memes, and commentary is not a criminal threat.
No, it's not.
It's a political speech responding to political speech. You want to do political speech? We can do it right back.
I don't even think it's. I don't want to call ours what we do
Yeah,
political
that's gross, I
speech.
know. Public officials and political party leadership do not get to decide which speech is acceptable simply because you dislike the criticism, satire, memes, commentary being directed at them or their candidates.
Yeah.
The MLO Bros will not be bullied,
No, we won't.
intimidated, or threatened into silence for exercising constitutional political speech. And Joe, I think
No,
you'd
we
say that
won't.
the same for the Youngstown studio. You will not be intimidated. After consulting with our legal counsel regarding our constitutional rights, we are confident that protected political speech, satire, parody, commentary, criticism remain firmly protected under the First Amendment. Now, that for some of our followers might have been a lot.
Yes.
Is that fair?
Yes.
So I'm going to do this for our followers. I'm going to do this for Maria. I'm going to do this for the Dem Party, the Republican Party, all of you people that are in politics everywhere.
All the
that are
people.
going to try and silence us
Everybody.
and silence the people.
You ain't doing that.
Too long, didn't read. Ready?
Ready? Here we go. Maria, vice chair of the Democratic Party, local, state, and federal politicians and elected officials, and riffraff, our followers.
All you political shills.
I need you all to do the following and do this at home.
You could do it with us.
Do it with us. Take your hand.
Take it.
Make a fist.
Wrap it up into a little fist.
I gotta read this so I remember it. Take this fist.
Yeah.
Shove it directly up your ass.
Up your butt.
And don't stop
Until you
can't.
come. I can't.
No, can't.
I can't.
All the way up your ass.
Up your butt.
Sue us. File your complaints.
Do whatever you
Do
want.
whatever the hell you want, but take your fist and shove it up your ass.
Shove it up your butt.
Mic drop, bitches.
That's an expensive mic. What the hell are you doing?
Why? This is the stuff. This is the stuff that's going to get us kicked out of the studio. It's not the
Gone.
politics.
Sorry, man.
Okay, before Kelly Pavlik gets here, I got to go pee.
Oh. There you go.
Thanks for your attention.
Thank you for
to
your
this
attention.
matter.
We'll wait for Kelly Pavlik now. Up their asses, Joe. Up their asses. That's it. And if anybody has a problem with that, anybody has a issue, you got our phone numbers, you got our emails, you can call me directly and we can talk through it. But that's it. That's the end of it. Final say. We're good. Think we're gonna think you're gonna
Do you think you escalated this or diffused this?
Oh, I hope I escalated it. I hope that freaking witch goes and files a complaint. Because here's what we're gonna do. We will document every step of the way through the court case, through whatever. I will freaking stream it when I get interviewed by the police department.
Sheriffs.
Sheriffs, whatever. Attorney General, who's really got the time to do this. Freaking dive that. All right. Any other comments or anything? Anybody want to say anything? Not me blasting this and laughing so hard. My child's doctor. Somebody that Angelina's at her child's doctor.
That was pretty intense.
I mean, it's serious though. Like, I know it's intense, and I know. Oh, there he is. It's the champ. Kelly, you just missed it. Kelly, do you want us to play your theme music before you come in? So, come on in, man.
music.
Come on in, Robert. What's up, guys? Here, sit. Hi, guys. Hi. What's up, buddy?
Isaac's sitting between you and Joe. Hi, Joe. Let me smell you.
No, Isaac wants to sit by you. Here, yeah, you sit between us. We're gonna put Kelly and Isaac on the same couch. Dude, listen, Kelly,
Punch Isaac. I need to know this.
grab your mic. I mean, he's ready.
Here was the big
Here, grab the mic.
here was the big thing. Rob actually brought this up. And knowing me and my luck. So I caught a little bit of the Facebook Isaac rant.
Yeah.
What was he saying about getting hit in somebody brought the bodysuit up.
Yeah.
That was
Isaac
me.
said he'd
That
let
was
you
me.
punch him with the bodysuit.
Yeah, with a bodysuit. So Rob at the gym yesterday was like, "Don't forget to bring that." And he pointed to the bodysuit that we use, for the kids to hit the bodysuit. And I said, "Listen, if I hit him
There he is.
on this podcast
Uh-huh.
with that on, he would have no choice but to file a lawsuit."
Dude, you're looking so small on camera next to me, dude. You're looking so small on
I
camera.
have lost weight.
You're getting skinnier, yeah?
but
Dude, he would
you don't want
freaking
that,
kill you.
Me and
Look at
Kelly-
these two. Robert and I are just going to sit over here looking.
Yeah,
we're
we're
just
just
gonna
gonna
sit over
watch.
like nice and quiet.
So Kelly Pavlik, this is your first time on the casting couch?
It's red. If it was black, I would say yeah. But
So, Robert, what do you do? So uncomfortable.
as
My
we
God,
went over
dang.
there.
How's the restaurant business, Robert? You want to move up?
Yeah, sure.
So,
He
so
trims bushes and buffs mountains.
what brings you guys in? What's going on? You guys got all kinds of stuff going on, right?
Yeah, we had an event on June 6th at Penguin City.
Yeah.
Battle at the brewery.
What is it?
It's a boxing event with champ Roy Jones coming in.
Really? So
Yeah.
That's
boxing.
sick.
They have a good setup there too for the boxing.
Is it in that back room still? or?
That's
Okay.
why they designed that, was for like matches like that and stuff like that. I remember when they were
Events.
building it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did. We even got I did a concert there last May, about a year ago, and it's nice. And this is going to be huge too. Like we got a lot of good fights on there. It's for his foundation and my charitable organization. It's a fundraiser because it's just hard to, get the funding that you need to operate. So, this is going to be cool. We got Ray Mancini coming in as a special guest, and we got also Roy Jones Jr., which I think is going to be
crazy.
cool. And a lot of the kids and fighters are going to be excited to see that. So it's going to be a really good night.
Awesome.
It's going to be fun.
This isn't the first time they've done this. They
literally just had one Saturday night.
Oh, really? They're doing it regularly.
Yeah, Jack Lowe had his with Saturday night.
And the Poland Police Department, remember they were fighting. Was that there? No, that was at Mr. Anthony's. So I think that was or Anton's. Remember that fight?
Yeah, no, it was.
I think it wasn't there.
Overall paint company.
Yeah, was
fought,
gonna beat up one of the cops or something like that.
and then he ended up fighting somebody else.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, you're talking about the Mancini's.
That was at Mancini's thing. Yeah, that was at Mr. Anthony's or something like
Mr.
that.
Anthony's.
Yeah.
That was for his foundation.
But they ended up not doing the fight because it wasn't going to be sanctioned because he was like 14 years older.
Oh,
The cop was 14 years older. Is
They
that
usually allow that to happen sometimes. That was damn, I forget the name on that.
that was what they told me, and they said they didn't want it to do it. But
that's a big boy too, though.
Dude, he's a big
I don't know why I have.
Well, we got to
What's
figure
his
this out.
name? McClone.
Pat. He's
Pat
a big
McClone.
dude.
Yeah, Pat McClone. He played on my baseball team. He was like the only other athlete you guys gave us. When
Him and his brother are
team.
both good athletes.
Hey,
good guys.
Are we still doing baseball?
We got
Are
to
still
turn
doing
Isaac
softball?
pro.
Yeah,
So I
we're
can
still
fight
doing
him.
the softball.
We're still doing softball.
We're actually
You come out of retirement for that one?
Yeah, I'll get you licensed.
Can you coach me up a little bit first?
There was a time the Jake Paul fight was being negotiated. Like
Yeah.
behind the
You
scenes.
were gonna fight Jake Paul?
It was. This is.
Dude, you should have
not
done
live.
that for the money, baby.
He didn't take it. I wasn't old enough.
You were
And-
old enough.
So
When Kelly told me this, I'm like,
Wait, you
that
weren't
makes
old
sense.
enough?
So this was like where I was going. I didn't want to bring it up on here to like throw
Bring it up.
but
No, bring it
it's
up.
true.
I want to talk about it.
No, but it happened. It was like 5 years ago. I was on vacation, Ocean City, with my family. I remember it like yesterday. I'm on a balcony.
Yeah.
My agent calls, who was one of the best agents in boxing, Cameron Duncan, and he unfortunately passed. But he calls me, and I hadn't heard from him in like 8 years. And he's like, "Hey, Cal," and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And he kind of like eased it in. He's like, "I got 2 fighters that I want you to help me manage." First thing in my head, I'm going, "This is the best manager in boxing. He don't
Right.
need my help to manage anybody,
right.
Right.
And I knew something was kind of coming, and he brought it up. He goes, I'm sitting here with the Showtime Network executives, and we're thinking, that you and Jake Paul. Now, nothing had been like it really wasn't getting negotiated. They were just throwing it out there, like we like to have it here at Rocket Arena. You versus him.
crap.
He's Ohio guy.
But this was before he really fought.
Right when he was starting. I mean,
Okay.
it was right before the Ben Askren fight.
Oh,
Okay.
So and so he's talking to me. I'm going, shit. I'm like, let me think of it. Like, I'm gonna bring this up because, first of all, you don't make them. People don't think you make the money, like unless you're Tyson. You know. And for me, I think we would have did some pretty good numbers, but for me to go through all this shit of getting back in shape, like, am I worried about Jake Paul? And people don't get this.
He's our height.
Fighting wise, dude. I got a kid in my gym right now that got 6 amateur fights that I would bet the house on to beat Jake Paul in a boxing match.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's frustrating to us fighters when everyone's like, "Oh, Jake Paul, no, what do you think you can take him?"
Yeah.
Like if it was a 1-round fight, I probably would dismantle
beat him. Yeah,
And I ain't throw a punch since 2012, right?
Right.
So, I was like, do I want to go through this again? It's the media, you're blah 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 for $3 million. You know what I mean? But and at the end of the day, you come home with.
I'll fight Jake Paul for $1 million.
Well, yeah,
I'd probably let Kelly.
I won't do any training either. I'll just go and raw dog it.
I'd let.
But when you're in that, like after so long, like it's different. Like I know what I'm going into and just all the crap. Now 10 million, something like that, 12. Oh yeah, dude. Like okay, I'm not even asking permission from anybody.
Right.
So that was it. And then like a couple of days went by, and he kept calling, and then finally like they were like, well, we asked Jake Paul, and they're not taking a fight.
Yeah.
So they took the Ben Askren fight.
Interesting.
So I didn't have to turn it down anyways. So
There
How
you go.
old's Ben Askren?
old.
Yeah.
He was like sick. He was in a hospital or something.
Yeah, he almost died.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight. He was in the hospital for like a month. He doesn't remember any of it.
Huh.
He doesn't remember any of it?
No.
Like being in the hospital for a month?
No. Yeah, he doesn't remember anything.
Somebody got hit in the head too many times.
Do you have one of those
Wow.
the big belly bag? Could you punch me in the stomach if I wear one of those protection things?
See, we should have brought it. We should have
were
brought
just
it.
talking
Dude, I
about
would
that.
totally let you do that.
Isaac,
He
how
bad would that hurt?
said you would
Isaac.
sue him if you did.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
wouldn't. I mean, you punch me in the face and I can't think anymore. But a stomach, I can take a stomach shot from the champ.
How much do these things protect you?
They're not that. I mean, it would hurt.
Is it going to hurt?
You could feel it. You could feel. I got a video of me. It was actually on my Facebook.
Yeah.
Hitting a 22-year-old good the kid that I think that would beat Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I hit him. He's about 200 pounds too. I hit him with that to the body and
Was he stunned?
his whole body like.
Oh,
flash,
dude, I would
yeah.
totally want you to do it.
I don't know. You got some grays in that beard, dude. People can't see it.
He's gonna
People
start
can't see
calling
it at home, but you
Kelly
got
out.
some grays in that beard. I don't think you got it
The
anymore.
last thing to go is the power, though.
I don't know, dude. You're looking kind of small, dude.
See, I knew we should. I literally looked at Kelly yesterday. I'm like, are we bringing that?
Who
He
wears
goes,
short shorts?
Oh, dude, he's
Dude, they're
always
back
in
in,
short
dude.
shorts.
They're back
He's
in.
always in short shorts. The best with Kelly with me though is when we spoke in front of the school at Boardman,
Yeah.
and we're up
Oh,
on
you
stage.
Snipe me.
We're up on stage. Okay, we're up on stage, and I just go like this. He's like 2 chairs over from me. I just went like this.
Did you take a picture of him?
Took a picture, and then I posted it. I said, "Oh my god, is that Kelly Pavlik?"
Kelly Pavlik?
And then he freaking saw it, and he's like, "You know, I hear him go, did you freaking snipe me?"
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Here's the
freaking
funniest thing. I remember that because I got the same shirt on. I got like 90 of these.
Yeah.
And it's my gym. And I had the same shirt on. Yeah. I was sitting there. I don't even got like you guys. People were like, "Oh, I wonder what he's thinking about." Like, I'm just minding my own business, fucking staring. That was good. Yeah. Everyone's like, "What is he thinking?" Someone toss him a quarter or something. Like, I was
So
like,
funny.
"Son of a bitch."
Oh god. All right. So Robert,
What's
up?
happening? Anything
Talk to us.
special happening
so
at
you got
this
your
event?
June 6th event.
Yeah.
Can they buy tickets now, or what do we got to do?
Yeah, they can buy tickets.
Where at?
His website.
Yeah. So the Kelly Pavlik charitable organization.org.
Kelly
Kelly Pavlik. The
Charitable
Kelly
org-
Pavlik.
But Kelly Pavlik charitable organization.org.
And they
Or
can-
they could call
Okay.
330-565-8665.
Is that your personal number?
That's my other phone.
Okay.
I got that
That's the
for that.
burner.
I got that
Burner.
for that
Burner.
reason.
Yeah, that's the wait.
And,
are we on your burner or are we on your actual?
No, you're on
phone?
my roll, man.
Oh,
You guys
let's
are-
go.
Yeah, we're on the
Cool.
video.
Let's
go.
Yeah,
And
you got it.
literally, Kelly will text him or call him. And he's like,
I mean, how many subscribers are you guys up to?
calling me again.
Almost-
28.
You're at 28?
Yeah,
When
28.
you get 30, I'll give you my other personal one.
He's
So,
got like a personal
yeah.
one.
I'll give you the one only family has.
There you go. We like it.
But yeah, so I mean, shit, you got me all messed up now. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
where
all
we're
right.
at.
Sorry.
We're talking about where
Sorry.
they
The
can get tickets.
website.
Oh yeah, so the website, the 565-8665 number. They could come to the gym. I'm there Monday through Friday, 4 to 6.
Okay.
So yeah, there's just and Facebook. I'm going to put a post up tonight again.
I'll share that too to us, to our stuff for sure.
Yeah, please do, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is going to be a fun night.
Awesome. I wish I could go. I'm coming back. I'm going 600 miles north into Canada fishing again. I'll be gone.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Fish, dude, it's so nice. Like
Yeah.
6 and no cell phone service. Fantastic.
I love fish. I'm after an hour though, the ADD, ADHD.
Start
kicks in.
losing it.
Yeah.
Wait, my cousin
Yeah.
goes to Canada once a year
Does he?
for like 10 days.
Yeah, we're going up for 7.
Yeah. he
7
goes for-
days, middle of an island in the middle of Ontario.
I forget where he goes, but he goes for like 10 days, no phone services, catch walleye.
Oh,
all day
that's
long.
it.
Yeah.
Walleye and pike, dude. It is.
If I'm driving 12 hours, I'm going to a beach. I'm not going to Canada.
Dude, it's so nice.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
can tell
south,
with your
dog.
short shorts, that's what you like to do.
Stay a little warm. Stay a little warm.
I love it up there. So okay, so June 6th, and then what else? We got to talk about that softball game because that's where we get to play softball, which is so much fun.
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
July
yeah.
14th.
Wait, we
July
are doing
18th.
it again.
Yeah, we are doing it again.
Can I please just
Yeah.
as
know what?
representative?
I'm glad you brought that up.
What's that?
Softball.
Yeah,
everyone
dude.
everyone in this everyone in this room except me was on the loaded
I
team.
might play.
Yeah, come on, play, man.
They put me on.
we're announcing
Me
that,
and Boom
tomorrow.
Boom.
Huh?
We're announcing that tomorrow.
Are you? All right, sweet. This is a little pre-announcement. Sorry, am I not supposed to talk about that right
No,
now?
everyone knows about it.
So July 18th.
Wait, no, but don't make that. Let them make their official announcement. It's coming this summer.
Yeah, coming to
Sometime.
summer.
This summer.
Might be July 18th.
Isaac's gonna cry again.
Can you give us a couple more people this year, guys?
No,
Like,
I got
a
some people
couple
for
more
you.
people.
The best is
What do
wait,
you need?
Robert on our team. So it's like me.
Robert
Joe,
brought like 4 Puerto
right,
Ricans.
okay, and I'm like, Joe, we're pretty good at softball. I mean, we can hold it down, right? We can hold it down. And then he brings his buddies that were like 22 years old from freaking Venezuela.
I don't know. I'm just a stupid podcaster, but I'm pretty sure that guy's not famous in
So-
Youngstown.
The one kid they brought in, I grew up with. He was my neighbor. June, we call him Junie, but it's Juan Serrano. That kid could play.
Yeah, that
Him and the 21 News.
Dude, Corey.
Corey.
Yeah, bro.
Dude.
Corey showed up with 2 bats.
Yeah.
crossed on his back like swords, and then his shoes
You-
dangling on top of him. I'm like,
That guy knows how to play softball.
you realize something though, right? If Boom Boom was at media day, you would have a better team.
Yeah, but they still had a good team. Dude.
Yeah, they
don't get
did.
it wrong. Like
We lost by like
Hey,
11 runs.
but-
We got mercy.
bullshit. When I was in there, I was like pushing guys towards you and Mancini's team. I was like,
I was like the only one who scored runs.
So I'm in third. And then the kid next to me is like 19, like
No,
a
he's
baby.
13. He's 13.
13, 14 plays. So he's like 14-year-old that plays. He's like the son of like one of the guys at the scrapper that works at the scrapper. Do you remember him? And he looks at me. He's like, Luke.
those
I'm like,
Cafaro
yeah.
kids.
He's like,
Hilarious,
Luke,
too.
nothing gets by us. I'm like, all right.
Well, not only that,
No, I'll be at second base. He'll be like, I got this. I'm like, all right, I don't
Your
do
out-
anything.
your
I got this.
outfielders-
I'm just gonna stand here.
your outfielders like knew how to play baseball. Like,
Yeah.
you know when
Joe
you just
caught
have,
one. Were you?
right?
Oh,
yeah.
that
Remember
was
that?
great.
A
That
ball.
was like the
A
MVP
ball.
movement.
So
Yep.
you know somebody plays baseball when they're in the outfield and they're not just scrubs that play on Saturdays with the like drinking league or whatever. This a couple times you can see as an outfielder, they see the ball coming, they know it's going to go over their head, and they turn.
Oh, yeah.
You do the turn
While
and
watching,
you run like
Yeah.
athletic
Well,
movements.
not only that too. Yeah, like you said, the athletic movements. I mean,
Yeah.
between Juan and Corey, like they cover that
Oh,
ground.
dude,
I mean, they
yeah.
cover that whole
Crazy.
area so fast, so quick. And it's
we had Derek Steyer pitching, and you guys had Paul Munson, who I would argue is not a Youngstown celebrity,
Yes,
but
he is.
played-
I mean, he's on the radio.
Yeah, he's the voice of South Range too.
He
He
is the
commented
voice-
on
he
the
is the
post
voice of
yesterday. He
South-
goes, "When's the softball
Yeah,
game?"
That-
again?"
okay,
So
I did not mean to insult Paul Munson. I love
He
him.
was on the radio for years.
Paul's a pretty big guy too. I say
Yeah.
me and Paul just come over and talk to you in the dugout a little bit.
yeah.
Okay, he pitched for like 65 years
Dude,
because he's an old man.
Paul was the Sandman on.
He was. That's right. See that.
93.1.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Paul, to
Yeah.
insult you and
Yeah.
your radio thing in the 80s.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So what does
How did the draft work?
Yeah. How did the draft work?
So after media day, we sat down with Kelly, and then Kelly was like, "They'd be like, do you want this guy?" He goes, "Yeah." Then he'd be like, "Well, who else do you want?" "I want that." I remember when the
That
MLO
doesn't
Bros.
sound like a draft to me. That does not sound like a draft. That sounds like, hey, it's my event.
Hey, listen,
I'm going to have on my team who I want. Could you guys at least put me
They
on the
wanted to
good
play on
team
my
next
team.
time?
Wait, yeah, that's another thing. They did want to play on his team. Like we had a couple people who were like, "I want Kelly's team."
This is like 12-year-old flag football drafting. Like you go, all these kids want on my team that are really good.
Can I
Sorry.
ask this? Can I ask this? What is the credentials to be? Do you need to be considered a celebrity in Youngstown?
That's a good
That's
question.
a great question.
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
Dude. Like we are not. We are like
Right. We're
E-list
we are
celebrities.
D-list.
you guys,
We are
no,
D-list.
you're up there now with everything.
But
so.
let's get, even if they're bad at softball, let's do like every other pick teams, make it legit, but have them be actual like
people that are
Do
known.
they have to be coaches of high school teams?
That's fine. Yeah,
look
that's
at
fair.
Yes,
media
I think that's
but
personnel,
get
fair.
like
radio-
actual people rather than
not Robert's Venezuelan friend that plays
looked up
softball.
a guy
that
in a
plays professional
Venezuelan
baseball.
softball league. and
Maybe he's
him-
very popular in Venezuela.
the 16-year-old, 12-year-old from Cuba that little
Yeah,
league team.
brought in a birth certificate that says "I am 12" written in crayon.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think of that, Robert? It's your show, dude. You tell,
I mean,
tell us. What to do.
Celebrities.
I think Robert, and I'm going to speak for you on this, then you go. I think, what he's going to say is show up, be there, and help pick the team. Have your your team manager.
Had I known, I would have been there.
I just want to know when you drafted when Isaac got your so like when you did
Fair
that, I know this went like this. I can picture it. It's like, all right, MLO Bros. Kelly's like, I'm gonna take Luke. I don't want fucking Isaac.
I'm sure it was more of no. They got to be on the same team. Then they're like, but what if?
What if we put them on separate?
What
teams?
if we put them on other?
What happened on that when we did pick them though? Remember, I didn't know who to pick, and it was just
you didn't know. Yeah, that was a toughie. That was
It wasn't like
I forget what you said. Who you wanted? Why you wanted them?
I'm deceivingly good at softball. I like I said, I moved big. I moved good I had a couple freaking diving catches, and I did have a couple overthrows at first because it was a freaking mile from freaking third to first. That was crazy.
I'll tell you what I was surprised about, Luke, was you and Paul both. You guys put one out there. That field is bigger than most major league fields. Like that's like 335 down the side, 385 down the. I know dimensions. I've always been obsessed with that.
Really?
And, I can tell you if I go to a field, I always watch.
I'm sure you had those loaded bats too. That probably helped. If I would have had one of those,
I'm buying
they
such
gave
a
us
loaded bat.
wood bats. We had wood.
I'm buying
bats.
such a loaded bat this year.
Well, another thing is the new field, the new turf field.
Oh, is it turf now?
Yeah, I went to go see it.
Whoa.
It is sick.
Yeah.
Turf. That
It was
grass
really nice
crazy.
last year.
Yeah, the grass was
They're
nuts.
doing a lot to that stadium.
Right.
What's
They're
that?
doing a lot to that stadium.
Oh,
They're
wow.
like redoing everything.
Wow.
I still got my cleats. I kept them.
Oh,
I bought them for that event.
I'm
I
ready to
kept
go. All right. So what else we got going on? So you have more events coming up too, right? You
I do.
like it's just not two. Like you're doing a ton.
I'm doing.
Are you doing a cooking thing, or did you do that
That's
already?
tomorrow.
Is it?
Whoa.
Is that where you're cooking for people?
That's where I'm cooking for people.
Are we allowed to talk about entrees?
Yeah, we got some entrees.
And you're doing it with just your diet, right?
Yeah, just this, dishes that I've had during my journey, just revamped.
Okay, and I guess with new people watching, we should probably explain what your charity is. I guess we gotta do that. We just
It's like for Crohn's awareness
And what's
because
Crohn's?
Crohn's is inflammation in large and small intestine.
Okay.
It's like swelling. So if that's like your normal intestine, that's mine.
Mm.
And nothing can go through. There's no cure. We don't know what causes it. You just have like these medicines that help for here and there, and they will stop whenever they want.
Right.
So what, like, not to get too personal. So like, what is like, if I have like, what do you experience? Like, is it pain? Is it?
It's pain. When you have to go, you have to go. Like,
It's like no.
yeah, it's bad.
Is it like? Is it not going through your system? Sorry, I'm like.
Yeah, it will not. Yeah, there's a blockage.
Yeah.
Like that. That's what almost took my life away because there was such a big blockage
Wow.
and it burst. I woke up one day and I was like, man, I can't stay awake. And I tried using the bathroom. I stood up. I couldn't see shit. It was all black.
Whoa.
And then they
What
rushed me to the Cleveland Clinic. And then we got to the emergency room. They didn't ask for my information. Straight to the ICU. My dad's like, what's going on? They took off my socks. He goes, his hands are black and blue. His feet are black and blue. His body's shutting down.
From this poop being stuck in you,
Yeah,
so
basically.
to speak.
Yeah, they burst. All this bacteria and virus got in.
Whoa.
10 days in the Cleveland Clinic. I remember
How long before it burst to you being in the emergency? Was it quick?
It was like a day because I woke up like it happened when I was sleeping. I didn't feel it.
Do you usually get signs that might be happening though, or is there like?
Oh, yeah, you get
a day of
signs where-
constipation or
The sign is like you just can't, all this cramping and muscle pain in your stomach.
Dude, that's terrible. Could you imagine that? Like eating and then dude.
Yeah.
And then I just remember my dad said like the second day I was in, the nurse came up and was like, we're doing this and this and this, and my dad's like, you're making it sound like my son's not gonna make it. We're trying everything we can.
Holy
Whoa.
crap.
Yeah.
As
That's
a
scary.
parent of 3 boys, for your dad, I mean, I'm telling you, nothing. And Joe's got a kid. You got a kid. Nothing is worse than when your kid's sick.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine like them coming to you and saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
he might not make it." Like I
geez.
couldn't imagine.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Like I had the boys were sick last week, and it's just like you feel so bad for them. It's like, could you imagine? Like that's awful, man.
So then, how long before you were? When was this? What year was this?
That was 2021. And then I had to get surgery like a month later. Then I thought I was fine. Then a year later, the pain came back. I had to get another surgery. That was horrible.
Are they like lopping off parts of your intestines?
Yeah. So the first one was where your large and small intestine means. That's where they cut out.
Wow.
And then the other time, they took like 9 feet of my intestine out.
Yo.
Yeah, they thought it would be like a quick one. I was in there for like 8 hours. Woke up with a tube down my nose. Couldn't
And
eat
what-
for like another 10 days.
Why are they taking parts of your intestine?
Because that's where it's inflamed. They just can't.
They can't get it down. They can't get the
can't.
inflammation down.
Yeah.
So it's just got to remove it.
Just got to remove it.
So
you can remove the whole intestine. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you get it like a bag. But I don't have.
Oh, like a
one of those.
colostomy bag or whatever
Yeah.
they call it.
I
Wow.
almost had to get one of those.
Yeah.
Very close.
Wow.
So, just with your event tomorrow, the food you're making is the food that you were eating after your surgery, right?
Yeah.
So that
Surgeries
helped
are-
you.
Even during my journey, like when I was on steroids, there'd
Yeah.
be like things I would crave
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
So you're making meals based around your recovery, essentially.
That's
basically.
awesome.
What are some foods that you like?
So the one thing that I really loved, it was like the first thing I ever had was at Akron Children's. There's these breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah.
I ate like 10 of them a day. 10 of them a day.
Like
Okay.
turkey sausage, egg, and cheese? What are we talking here?
It was a biscuit with sausage, egg, and cheese.
Okay.
Nice.
But like we're not doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow's like
Right.
a sous vide egg yolk and
It's gonna be
sourdough.
like super fancy.
Yeah,
Robert-
it is.
Robert
Yeah.
brings it out. He's like, "Pada!" It's some sausage, egg, and cheese.
You have everybody going to the hospital that you're at it.
And like the other thing I was craving, steroids, they make you want to have sweets, but you can't.
Yeah.
Slushies. I don't know how many times I went to Sheetz and got slushies.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were you not allowed to eat? Did they give you like a strict diet?
So here's the thing. It's kind of weird because they give you this list
Mhm.
and like, okay, well, you got to play Russian roulette with your gut now. You got to see
Jeez.
what works and what
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah.
So for
So you're
me,
almost starting off plain
Yeah.
and then kind of integrating stuff in.
yeah. So for me, it was spicy food.
You can't or you can't.
Oh, that's killer.
And then
that
after
would
my
suck.
first
That's
surgery,
killer.
they're like, hey, you can try things that you couldn't have before. That was a fucked up decision because
Yeah.
spicy food fucked it up again. I know
Yeah.
someone who can't have dairy. Some people can't have gluten.
So
I
it's
can have
different
that.
per person.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Interesting.
That's terrible, man. Well, so your charity then does what? It's supporting.
It's trying to find a cure for this. It's
Right.
trying to find a cure and stuff like that. And also all these events, it shows even though you have this disease, live your life. I remember one time I'm on the news back in 2021. My buddy's dad who has Crohn's, he goes, hey, I need to talk to you. He goes, when you went on the news, I had this son and mother come over. I just told him, hey, I just took my infusion. I'm a little tired. I have Crohn's. And the mom says, well, my son has Crohn's. And he almost committed suicide because he couldn't play baseball until he saw my thing on the news. And he said, you kept him going. I texted the dude. I'm like, you keep going, dude. Keep
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah.
So
Good for that. See,
So
that's
when'd you get
awesome.
linked up with Kelly P?
Huh?
When'd you get linked up
how'd
with
you get
Kelly
the
P?
champ?
that was when we're bringing up the softball game. That was like, they're like, we want
Oh,
Kelly
okay.
and boom, boom. And yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
So
Kelly just kind of follows you around now, huh?
No, I follow him around.
so
Kelly will call
he's like-
Robert, what are we doing today, bud? What are we doing?
He's like, Kelly's really a nice guy. You know?
Yeah. The phone calls I get from Kelly are like this. Sometimes about business. Sometimes he's like, "Hey," I'm like, "What is this?"
I can see that.
Yeah.
Boring just to call somebody, hey, what's going on? You know?
Hey,
I do that all the
You're
time.
making fun, like, hey, what are you wearing? You know?
Yeah.
You wearing something tight?
You got short shorts
I'll
on
be like, Kelly,
Socks?
I'm
No
working.
socks.
So the event, back to the fighting event. What day is that again?
June 6th,
June 6th.
And how many fights?
12 fights.
12 fights. Holy crap. It's like,
Now,
how long does it take?
Well, that's what that's kind of like the limit too. You know, a perfect card, in my opinion, is 10 to 12 fights.
Okay.
You know, because the amateur fights are quicker. You know, they're 2-minute rounds.
Yeah, right.
Some are a minute and a half if they're young.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. So, but I like to be done by like 9:45. Now, because we have like Roy Jones there and Ray Mancini and celebrities like that, a lot of the kids that want to be on a card. Because usually
those guys are
wanna see 'em.
there.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, these
if
are their
if
heroes,
want-
right?
If we want 12 fights, we usually end up booking 20 because a lot of fights are going to fall off.
Okay.
All right. So it's amateurs. That's what happens. So, this time, usually with my cards, for some reason, all the fights stay on. Like the one a couple years ago at the Metroplex, we had 17 fights scheduled. We were planning
Yeah.
on 12, and we ended up like all 17 showing up. So, but with this one, we got like 14 or 15 matched, which we're probably going to end up with 12.
There you go.
So
Cool.
Cool.
Isaac, Jimmy the Deuce says the audience would like to see a preview now. You should probably punch Isaac in the stomach. I think we need to make this happen at some point, Isaac.
listen, this will be TMZ. It will be all over.
Can we do it?
It's a win-win situation. For
Isaac,
me.
would you let him do it?
I mean,
At the
win-win-
softball game
a
before the
win-win,
softball game?
win-win situation for me if we
I'm
have to
telling
fight.
you,
I get
if
to
you let
train.
Isaac do that, you'll have half of the area show up to watch Isaac get punched in the stomach.
I think.
with the bodysuit?
Yeah, with the bodysuit.
Listen, I get my
Before
ass.
the game.
There, we'll do it.
Yeah,
there.
make-
Yeah, he's
Hey,
gonna do it.
I get my
Isaac,
ass kicked
let me-
by Kelly Pavlik. I get to say
Isaac.
The
It's
world
for a
champion
good-
kicks my
it's
He
for
ass.
said he'll do
a good
it. He
cause.
said he'll do it at the game.
He'll punch
Isaac,
me in
it's
the
for a
gut.
good cause.
Can we play it after the game so that I'm like don't have to limp around or
So right before the game comes, okay, here comes the punch in the stomach. He's like, That's
We'll
right.
get your bowels moving.
right? And I have
will say
crows.
this. Yeah.
You just punched Trent.
You will.
Well, do you want to also tell me what else is happening on June 6th?
Well,
You tell
could you tell us
That I'm fighting?
you're fighting?
Oh yeah,
You're fighting.
yes,
I
he
am
is.
fighting.
I heard about this already.
We got. We were actually looking to do it in October, and
Because you train with Kelly, right?
Yeah.
I've seen pictures. Yeah.
and
Okay.
then
I've been invited to try. I get scared every time.
yeah, and we were just like, with these events, it's hard. These fundraisers, I know a lot of people might think like, oh, everyone's always holding fundraisers and this and that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, unfortunately, we're trying to find, aside from boxing, and we'll talk. Maybe I'll come on next month
Yeah, of
for my
course.
big one in August.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the only thing that you could do. But it's everything's like kind of oversaturated. So like even the boxing, there's just a lot of amateur shows. So when we do the fundraisers, we try to make it entertaining for
Yeah,
the
right.
people too, like where they're going to get something out of it.
Yeah.
If they're coming to the fundraiser and spending the money, they're going to get something out of it.
Who are you fighting?
But so Robert came and was like, I want to fight, blah, blah, blah. You think the October show, because we're planning on doing one in October. And I was like, dude, we don't know where I'm going with this. Is like, we
Yeah.
don't know if we're going to even be able to have that. Something could happen. I go,
Yeah.
if you want to try it, and you want to like say you did it, you got plenty of time till June. This was over a month ago.
Okay.
I was like, so just, get on a June card and we'll see how it goes from there. We'll match him. We're not going to put him in with the killer in his first fight. So, yeah. So Robert's on there and it's going to be fun.
Robert, are you worried about getting knocked out at your own event?
No, I'm not.
It wouldn't be the
'Cause
first
this
time
goes back-
either.
this-
No pressure.
This goes back to us being on the same team for softball, and he's like, "I'm gonna play third." I'm like, "Dude, well,
Knowing his
I don't
history,
want you to die."
knowing your history, Robert, you'll probably put a guy in there that doesn't have arms.
So, yeah, one of the big things is this. Like,
I don't want him to die.
I always, with all the guys that when they're first starting or they're wanting to fight, I always throw them in there, right? One time. And it's to see like how they react to getting hit, because you got people that they're tough, but
Yeah, right.
they're like, you hit them with a good shot, they're like, screw this, I'm not,
Yeah,
I don't want to do this,
Fight or
So-
flight.
I put Robert in there just to see, I was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna put him in there just to see how he reacts. And tough, man. He got hit with some good punches.
Yeah,
Good
he made
punches. He landed good punches. So yeah, already.
Dennis just said, "Robert, punch Isaac." That's all.
That's another thing. I was like, Kelly, if we bring the bodysuit, if you can't punch him, I'll punch him.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, you should have done it.
Do we just do exchange? Everybody
Why
punch
not?
everybody.
And then I get to punch Luke.
I'll let you punch me in the stomach. I will let you punch me in the stomach.
And I will not get hit. I have retired. I know I'm an ex-fighter, but if I don't
Joe,
have,
would you let Isaac punch you in the
if I don't
stomach
have to get hit,
with a
you
body
guys are big boys too. I'm not
in
getting
the hand? Oh, like the pad thing. Didn't you have?
You know what we should do?
What's the little girl boxer? What's her name? Oh, I forget her name.
Zion.
Zion.
Yeah.
Wasn't she hitting you with the bag?
Yeah, she had some heat.
It is like
Yeah.
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah. You know what we should do, Kelly Pavlik? We should do the tortilla slap thing,
Oh, that would be horrible.
where we slap each other across the face with a tortilla. Have you seen these
put
videos?
water in your mouth?
No.
You've never
Yeah.
seen
Never
those?
seen
Oh,
those.
dude, we got to do
You
that.
take a sip of water and then you take like a tortilla and it's opened, okay?
Yeah.
And then you just bam, and it doesn't hurt, but it just and you can't,
Like,
you
wait a
can't
minute.
spit out the water. Just don't. I know you're used to punching the face. Just make sure you don't go too far and connect and kill me.
Hey,
It's
I don't know. I mean, he might have. He's gonna win that. He's got a little more experience holding that in.
Oh my god!
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. What kind of
I'm
drinking
saying,
water,
He's
or what are we
played-
talking about here,
no,
Kelly Pavlik? What are we talking about? Water?
You've played it before. I
Something
never heard
else?
of it. You've played it before.
Why are you?
I've seen
What
it,
kind
I've
of
never-
fluids? What kind of fluids would I be keeping in my mouth?
The water. The water.
That is what Kelly
Are
just,
there-
for the record.
Are
Kelly
there any
just
other
said
types of fluids
he
that
knows
I
how
would
to
do?
hold things in his mouth.
Yeah, he said he obviously knows the game. He's playing it.
I drink Kelly Pavlik. I drink a lot of water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never heard of the game. You have experience at that.
god!
I do.
So
I mean,
you're gonna fight. So back to the thing, Robert. So you're gonna
Oh,
fight.
you
your
guys
own
turned
man.
this into something
Yes.
that wasn't.
Do you know who you're fighting?
I do know I don't know the guy. We just know that he's 22, weighs about 142 pounds. I think.
Doesn't have arms.
Yeah, it has arms.
Dude, you load baseball
You
teams.
load up
I'm
a softball
surprised.
game. You're gonna load up the thing. Like
I don't know how you think that was my decision.
Listen, dude,
I only picked
it's your
2
event.
people
You're
on
in
the
charge.
If Jake
It's your
Paul's
event.
allowed to pick,
yeah,
opponents,
that's true. Dude,
Well,
why don't we do this?
That's
I'll
true.
be your opponent. Listen, I'll be your opponent. Okay, swing at me one time, and I will like he just knocks me out.
That is a Jake Paul fight right there.
Right. I mean, I'll just
He's
drop.
old enough.
I'll drop, and then just. I mean, you'd have so
That's
many
like-
people.
So where's this kid you're fighting from? Where's he?
I have no idea.
Venezuela.
I have no idea.
We don't know. We don't
No,
know.
they just say, hey, you
his
have a
baseball
match.
connect.
So you don't know
Oh, they don't
anybody, or
say
you don't know who it is.
No, because you get him from all. I forget where he's from. I want to say he's out of state. Yeah, when you're matching all these kids and you got them coming in, any amateurs, you don't care.
How do you
because
match them? Like
they have an app now. It's called Conquer. You could go on there and it gives you a list of all the guys around your age, the amount of fights you have. So you could pick them from there. You call other trainers. Like I use a matchmaker.
Yeah.
But my schedule, I just cannot. I don't have the time to, track and call everybody and get fights and weights and all that in age groups. So you got a matchmaker that comes in and does it. He has all the contacts and everything. And you have the app Conquer where you can do that now as well.
it's like a dating app for
Yeah,
boxers.
and it's amateur boxing. Like if you go to the nationals, you're not going to know who you're fighting. You don't know who's in your bracket.
Yeah.
You fight 5 days in a row. So
Wow.
it's the old thing, like where I'm kind of old school on that part of it. Like just get the name, fight them. Don't worry about if you got YouTube video. If you can find it, great. But
Right.
we don't need to know, the time and
See, yeah,
location of where he was born.
Okay.
So
Well, I would just want to study up on him, like to see how he fights.
Yeah. Does he go more?
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
Like,
right,
it's different.
exactly.
Like I'd be all over that, I guess.
Kelly, I know nothing about boxing, and I'm sorry. This is a dumb question for the boxing fans that love you. How heavy were you when you were fighting? What's your weight?
What I
Like
made,
one-
what I my fighting weight, or
Yeah.
what I walked around at.
What'd you walk around at? And then what was your fighting
like,
weight?
I would get up to like maybe 175, 176, and I
How-
still
you're
look,
my height?
yeah, and I still look.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, he got huge. So when you were fighting, you were what, 170?
160.
That's skinny as
yeah.
shit,
Look
dude.
at the videos of him.
Yeah.
He was like a stick, man.
And sometimes
is
I would actually
skinny.
weigh in at like 195 and a half, not on purpose, but that's just where,
Yeah.
you're
Look at the
trying.
videos.
Balloon up
That's
there.
like when we first met him. We first met him all year when we went ghost hunting.
Yeah.
And I was like, I saw him in the videos of, watching him box. And then he came in and was like,
What were you?
he's freaking humongous.
You couldn't have eaten anything, dude. Like I am at our height. Like I can't eat.
Yeah.
I'm 225 right now.
Right.
There's no way.
And the-
high
And the
school I was
pros,
190.
pro boxing is different than, I got a lot of kids that wrestle. I train strength conditioning, but wrestling is pretty brutal on making weight. Amateur boxing is even worse because you got to weigh in every day. So if you go to a tournament, you got to weigh in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
So you
you
can't
can't,
gain
like,
weight while you're there. either.
yeah,
Drop a bunch of weight and then gain it all
like
back.
the old thing used to be like in some of the tournaments, because I won like 3 national tournaments, but a lot of times by like Wednesday, and as a guy, like male fighters, you fight every day, and by Wednesday, I would always kind of like, I wasn't the only one. A lot of the top guys, I'd be like planning on losing, because you see guys that got beat the first 2 days walk around eating Dominoes.
Yeah,
And I'm like, screw this, man. I'm
get
gonna
my
lose.
ass kicked so I
Yeah.
can eat some food.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm gonna lose today on purpose. You try to figure out how to do it without it looking like you try to do it, and then like usually the bell rings and you're like, screw this, I'm gonna win. And as soon as you get past that hump day, Wednesday,
Yeah, your
You're just like-
competitiveness is going to come out. We're
you're
right.
like, 'cause you're not close to the championship.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was it's a science, like in the pros, because you're getting down to the absolute bare minimum,
Right.
That your body. No boxer ever on fight night is 100%. It's the only sport I can honestly tell you that you're not 100% because of how much malnourished you are.
Right.
Like now are you cutting, like, are you
Dude.
pretty much drying out with nothing in your system?
Wow.
Right.
3 days out,
Wow.
you're still on a treadmill, because saunas at that point, the sauna is pointless.
Because
Like,
you want to make weight.
You have no water in
you
you.
have no
Yeah.
you have no water in you.
Wow.
You're down to like lettuce without dressing and things like that, because
That sounds
now
miserable.
here's the reason why, though, because now you're talking top 5 ranking on the line. You're talking hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars
Yeah.
on the line.
Yeah, I guess you're
So
right.
you're going to get down to that absolute bare minimum in all fighters, and it's kind of like, who's suffering the least?
That's
who's
crazy. I never even
Yeah.
thought of that. Never
'Cause-
thought of
'cause
that
you
in
lose-
a million years.
I get under 200 pounds and I feel like a zombie. Like, because you're dieting so hard, you're like
brain fog. Like, so it's not even who's the best fighter. Who's the best fighter that can also fight like that?
Yeah. My
wow.
Sergio Martinez fight, the fight I lost the title to, that fight right there was one of the ones where I should have just came in 2 pounds overweight. Said, you know what? My last fight at middleweight. Find me. A lot of fighters do it now. Find me. I don't care. I'm not fighting at middleweight no more. Like what we had to go through to make weight. And at that point, that was 2010. So I was already over a decade at 160.
Wow.
From 18. Tell me anybody that could stay at 160 pounds
Yeah.
from the age of 18 to almost 30 years old, right?
Dude,
And,
that's crazy.
And that fight, they were like, I had the commentators were even saying on HBO, Larry Merchant and Jim Lampley were like, he had a treadmill, he had a stationary bike in his room. Like, it was brutal. We didn't think we were going to make it.
Think about, you go from 18. Think about the weight you gain. I went from like 18, it was like 220 to graduating.
Right.
I went up to like 250, 260 because I was playing for lifting and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there's everybody gains weight.
No,
when
you
do that.
can't, yeah.
And
That's
then
brutal.
you have those like ages too. Like I remember at 20 you could eat whatever the hell you wanted, and then at 25 it gets a little harder, and then at 27 it gets a little harder, and
Yeah.
at 30
Wait till you're
it's
friggin'
like
40.
you.
And then on top of that, though, but being 6'1".
Yeah, right.
You know, it's
Yeah,
not
right.
like I'm 5'9" at 175.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a 6'1" making
Wow.
160. So it was brutal.
Robert, how much you weigh?
I weigh like 147 right now.
How old are you?
22.
He's a little young. Yeah, you know what's going to happen now, man. You keep eating. Well, I guess just you get to stay away from the spicy food, though. But man,
Listen to Luke. He eats a
listen to
lot.
me. I know that you're going to gain some weight, buddy. Keep exercising.
There's nothing wrong with that. Putting on weight is, you know, it's,
I put on too much
It's
weight.
good for you.
I'm down 35 pounds right now.
Joe's over there like Joe Daddy's like, I'm on my 24th hour fasting right now.
Yeah, dude, he does that crazy. Do
Yeah.
you still do that stuff all the time?
He's drinking liquor
You know
over
what,
there.
Joe?
though.
Are you drinking? Yeah. After the first part of the show, he's going to be drinking all day.
But you know what, Joe? We talk about that all the time. Like I still do it. Even when I'm not eating healthy, I still do like at least I try to get 16 to 18 hours in fast.
The fast.
Yeah.
Man.
Just don't eat breakfast.
I never eat
Don't
breakfast.
I try
Never.
to stretch it to dinner sometimes. Those are
Never
good.
eat breakfast.
But I drink. The thing is, drinking water is the best thing ever. And if you're that would be the hardest thing if you're trying to dry yourself out, not drinking. That I can't.
Yeah,
operate.
that, you have to put water. You know, I'll tell you, the most tempting thing in the world is go almost a day while running on a treadmill, being completely drained, and then as soon as you get done running on that treadmill,
Right.
you can't sweat, and you go over to rinse your mouth out in that fountain, and you get that cold water that hits it,
Bro.
but you can't swallow it.
Oh my gosh. You can't swallow the water?
Yeah, because you put on water weight.
Well,
You're
and that-
trying to
now-
keep all your water
yeah,
weight.
and that's
off.
like
God.
Yeah.
Now that's
Yeah.
literally right before you get on the scale. I would not suggest or tell anybody to ever dry out that much
Right.
water, right?
Wow.
Just like I get kids that come in and they want to wear sauna suits. And they're like, I just want to lose weight. You're not losing weight with the sauna suit.
Right. Water.
You're hurting your workout
Yeah.
because you're getting overheated. Your body's trying to fight that. You're just sweating out all your vitamin and minerals.
Huh.
You know what I mean? Like it's pointless. You're gonna go home and drink a glass of water.
Immediately
Yeah.
get
and it's gonna
back.
be
Yeah.
back, you
It's
know?
a lot like the actors like Henry Cavill and Superman. Remember the scene in Man of Steel
When he gets out,
when he gets out of the water,
he's
fucking
freaking ripped.
diced
Yeah.
up. He said he didn't drink water for like 48 hours before that. So people at home they'll realize that these guys completely dry themselves out so
Yeah.
that they look absolutely
But
stacked.
you get more vascularity with the water.
Robert, I drank a lot of water this morning.
Skin.
But the big thing on that is too,
Joe,
though, like
I drank a lot of water this morning.
Right.
So much water.
you gotta get the fat-free water.
I drink so much
That's what I
water.
try.
That's my excuse.
But if you do that drying out, it's usually like when I have kids dry out like that, they'll be at nighttime the night before, and like the tournaments. For instance, I had a kid Juan fight in the nationals, and the weigh-ins were 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So he was like almost right on weight. So I would have him just do a little run, not even break a sweat,
Yeah.
just to burn calories.
Yeah.
Go rinse your mouth out, go to sleep. As soon as he wakes up, he's on the scale, then he can drink.
Then you can rehydrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, that's when you kind of cut the water out.
Yeah.
All right, we got 4 minutes.
I gotta go.
We got 4 minutes. So why don't you two talk about your event? Talk about
One
tickets
last
one more
time,
Do a little
announcements.
elevator
Yeah.
speech here.
This was fun, man. I gotta get down here more often.
Come on, hang out.
Come
dude.
on, you can come out whenever you want.
Bring the
man.
bags next time and or the
I
chest protection
I
thing.
think
and hit me with it.
before the
The game,
softball
the
game,
softball
I think
game.
before the softball game, we could sell that.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
getting punched in the stomach
I
by
get to
Kelly
hit
Pavlik.
you with that, and then Rob gets to fire the softball at you.
Yeah. Throw a softball? Yeah. You can't throw a softball at me. I ain't worried about it. Kelly can't even punch anymore.
All right. Oh my God, he's gonna hammer him. I can't wait.
I don't even think he can. He's so old. So much gray.
Just for that punch.
So much gray in his
Here
beard.
comes the Rocky montage of like Kelly training and like getting ready, just thinking of you. Just punching.
I'm going back into training camp just for that
Just
one punch.
Oh, can we talk about something real quick before we go?
Yeah.
How about the post I made of me voting, and then you come in my comment section and you say, I don't like that I have to look at your ugly mug when you post. And then I said, sir, I am married. Please don't hit on me.
And then Kelly said something like, "What about Luke?" I'm like,
Oh, he's so good. He's so
I'm
good.
like, $20 is $20.
He's
Kelly.
in. He's in.
Well, I just thought because it really was the first thing that popped up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know I shouldn't have played. I thought it was fun.
I don't care.
He posted a picture of him taking a shit in the
I have at my gym. Our gym doesn't have a bathroom. We have a porta potty.
and he took a picture of him yesterday.
Yesterday,
in the porta potty.
I was in the porta potty and I took a picture and I said, getting some light sauna work in today.
It was 1,000 degrees.
Was it at least
It was
not
so
used?
hot.
Were you the first one to use it?
No.
So wait a minute.
I had to go. When you got to go, you got to go. I had to go.
Yeah,
So it's
but-
just a picture of my face like,
But that goes to show you how bad social media has gotten, right?
Right. Yes.
It's going to get counseling classes for that.
Yeah.
Dude, you couldn't get me to sit on a toilet in a porta potty as it is, let alone already used. And you're sitting
You're
on
not
that.
taking a
And
picture.
you have the time to
dude
like,
wipes.
was you propped up?
Dude wipes. So, dude, what I go in, I have the dude wipes and disinfectant wipes. I
Keep in
disinfect
mind,
everything.
it's outside and it's 90 degrees
It
in
was
the sun.
it was definitely sauna work for sure.
What made you be like though? Like, you know what? I need to make a post right now.
I was taking a
You
shit.
put
and I
a
was
little
bored.
flies that leave a hickey on his booty hole.
I just and Isaac or Joe, just remember we're talking what we're talking about right now. This is what the vice chair of the Democratic Party yesterday threatened to file harassment charges.
I got a lot of messages like, "Hey, bud, the internet
remember.
isn't for everybody."
Just remember though,
I'm like, well,
these are the
I
people
am
that
the internet.
the
I give
Dem
you
party
credit,
is
though.
threatening to sue.
Hey, I guess when you got to go, you got to go.
All right.
Dude,
So-
our gym that's not great.
So
It's
give
not
us
great.
give us
Don't
the
box
elevator
at mine.
speech before
I
you
got
guys
it.
go. We'll have you guys back on before your next event or whatever. We'll have you guys back
You're
on.
going,
when you guys
yeah.
want.
For the
Dude,
softball.
I would love
Yep.
to try it sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe the next one will announce who's going to be on whose team.
Oh, for when they come on before the thing.
Yeah, can I be a part of like selecting?
We'll
this
get Ray
stuff?
there. We'll get Ray.
Yeah, at least get
And-
our
and-
coach, my
yes.
coach.
Ray,
My man.
Ray, you got to go. You have to go on Ray's team because Ray loves you. You're like his
Ray-
stepson now.
I have to be on.
Yeah, and Ray got to be there. It would have to be the coaches, so it'd be me
Plus,
and Ray. And
I
then,
like talking shit
Rob.
to you.
Obviously, you'd be there too. But
Yeah.
Well,
Isaac,
I love talking shit to Kelly
Talk
Pavlik.
to Uncle Ray and
There's something-
have him bring you to the thing.
There's something truly special
How about
about
him, though?
talking shit.
Ray,
He
Yeah,
did
man.
great crap.
He hit some bases, and then I think one was overthrown. He took off.
That was me.
And,
I overthrew the thing.
Yeah.
I literally, when I was throwing that from third, I'm like, oh my God, don't hit Ray. Babe. I'm thinking, don't hit him, and it just soared.
yeah.
You should have seen his practice. His practice was legitimate.
Our practice, you had Jim Mobley.
I almost murdered Jim Lowboy.
I didn't. I wasn't that.
Yeah, remember I hit him in the leg with
guys,
the baseball.
He had us doing drills. He had us like taking turns at different bases.
I remember-
Like, okay, you're gonna be at third base.
I
You're gonna
remember
be
you
at,
guys
like,
made the
legit,
post.
dude.
You guys made the post saying Ghostbusters, and I showed Kelly that. You just laughed at it.
You know, only one person in my whole career came out to that, and you got brutally beat.
And that's what you told me before we played, and I was like, we're gonna get our
Are we going to
asses
get
kicked.
That would be
you need an
classic.
announcer?
Yeah.
You need an announcer?
I think I have one.
Okay, if you need one, I got one.
I think I got one.
What's his name? Gratz. I forget his name. He works. He volunteered. He works at some of the sports stuff on the AM radio.
But another thing I can say for the softball game is we don't have T-shirts. We're getting jerseys.
Oh, hell
yeah. Okay. I'm in.
The coaches get special ones.
Sure.
Probably, I bet
Well,
your team will
elaborate
get
on
jerseys.
special.
We'll get like lax pennies, like just little pennies.
yellow
Yeah,
pennies.
like reversible pennies. Like
Rob will give me a bright yellow one so I don't get lost.
All right, we got to get out of here though, right?
All right.
Give
So,
us the speech. So what do you got?
We'll just put about
Next
what?
event,
Next one is June 6th.
June 6th at Penguin City.
Penguin City, Battle at the Brewery.
what time does it start?
Starts at 7, doors open at 6.
How much is it?
So you can get
25 general admission.
Okay.
400 for tables. We're getting tight on the tables right now.
Oh, it's
What's the
Yeah.
get you other than just watching the fight? Does it get you food or anything or no? Just
They'll have
in-
food trucks there.
Sweet.
You know, yeah. So
Okay, sweet.
good food trucks and all
Beer's
that.
amazing.
So, yeah.
Love Penguin.
Mhm.
So there you go. So the juices, they can look it up. Just Google Kelly Pavlik charity.
Charitable Kelly Pavlik Charitable Organization.org. or my Facebook. The boxing gym, I'm there Monday through Friday, 4 to 6.
Awesome.
Or they could call 330-565-8665 to get tickets.
There you go. And you guys come back on in a month? Come back
Yeah.
on? I'd like you guys come on whenever you guys want.
Yeah,
Maybe
whenever
next
you guys want.
time we'll bring Ray in.
Yeah, bring Ray.
Yeah.
I've been
Boom Boom's my man. He messaged me after. He's like, "You're a nice young man, and it was an honor playing with you." And I'm like, "Boom Boom, my guy, Boom Boom."
Chill. I'm gonna have
I didn't get that from you though, Kelly
I'm gonna have
Pavlik.
to screen you.
You're like, "I don't like you. You suck, Isaac." That's the messages I got.
We're gonna go, but you.
But Boom Boom,
You stay
Great guy.
talking smack after, man.
Great guy.
I'm sitting at home minding my business, and yes, your face pops up, and you're over here talking about me, saying that like I cheated and that we didn't,
kind of did. You
There's
stacked the
going to be,
team.
when he hits you in the stomach, there's going to be so much anger.
Listen, one more thing. This watching Isaac, you should be
You didn't have to
scared
cover the mic for that one. Everybody here.
because
It's going to be like,
Isaac should be scared with the punch because I remember when Kelly showed me how to throw a hook on the back.
yeah.
Like you can hear all these kids hooks, but Kelly, the way it
I mean,
hit,
it's
I'm
different.
like,
Is it different?
and he's not, and he's doing like probably 10%.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's different.
Yeah, good old Garcia. I forget
yeah.
that was
Just
at a
imagine
fight.
that your ribs.
He's old now.
I
He's
can't
not.
wait
He
to-
doesn't.
Mom's
he
gonna be so mad
doesn't
that we
got it
set this
anymore.
up. Mom is going to be so mad that we
Mom,
set
I'm
this up.
sorry.
Mom,
It's been a long
you're
time
hitting her,
coming.
baby. That's the
Yeah.
little boy. You're hitting her.
I'll go somewhat easy. I just
Yeah.
make him feel a
Yeah.
little bit.
All right. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Kelly, Robert, good luck. We'll see you guys later. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back. Joe and I will be back. Maybe Isaac.
Maybe.
I gotta get
Friday.
ready. We'll see you guys all later. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for listening to this show on Youngstown Studio. This is original Youngstown content. Feel free to share our videos and tell your friends about us. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel